Netflix's Firefly Lane is a hit show that has arrived on our doorstep in February 2021. This American drama TV series was renewed for a second season in May this year. But when do we get to see it? In today's list, we're going to tell you all about it. First up, let's revise Season 1. Firefly Lane is in the #1 spot on Netflix in the USA. It is doing just as well abroad. The first 10 episodes of the first season are as sweet or even sweeter than Netflix's Sweet Magnolias. The show is the equivalent of a Hallmark soap about middle-aged women going through romance, divorce, motherhood, and menopause. It is sentimental but edgy. No punches are being pulled, which makes the show intriguing and unique for everybody, for all of us, whether we're middle-aged or not. This fan-favorite show starring Grey's Anatomy's Katherine Heigl is about two teenage girls living in the 1970s. This show focuses on their journeys into adulthood up to the year 2000. Being friends and childhood neighbors for years, Tully and Kate are like sisters. Tully is a famous talk show host, and Kate is a stay-at-home mom. But these two friends have issues with each other. The ending of Season 1 is confusing, leaving fans' mouths hanging open. Tully suddenly decides to quit her show. She sits with Kate at the fireplace and they catch up. Kate is promising Tully that she'll help her find another job. You are then shown a flash forward to a funeral. Kate is there, but Tully doesn't immediately pitch up. This is odd, but could mean the person that died is someone close to Kate. Finally, Tully pitches up and launches into a massive argument with Kate. Seems a little out of place at a funeral, doesn't it? Could this be the funeral of Kate's estranged husband, Johnny Ryan? He has, after all, laid his life on the line as a soldier in the invasion of Iraq in 2003. It is highly likely that he hasn't survived because the montage shows him and his team triggering an IED. This sets off an explosion. Johnny is flying through the air like a wounded bird. He is then lying unconscious on the ground. The camera zooms, so we can't see any more of the gruesome details. What do you guys think? Did this war hero make it or not? Moving back to the funeral scene, Kate is telling Tully that she never ever wants to see her again. I guess the job that Kate has promised her has fallen through. What a nasty thing to do to your friend, don't you think? Next, we have the novel. The novel Firefly Lane is a 2008 bestseller written by Kristen Hanna. The main theme of the book and the show is true friendship. The show, however, doesn't exactly follow the book word by word. By the end of the book Firefly Lane, Tully and Kate are no longer on speaking terms. This happens after Tully bombards Kate on her show, The Girlfriend Hour. Kate is supposed to be an honored guest discussing the topic of family issues with a family therapist, but things aren't going as planned. Tully changes the topic completely, attacking Kate directly. The topic is called Overprotective Mothers and the Teenage Daughters Who Hate Them. Kate isn't about to be humiliated in front of a big audience and anyone watching from their television screen, so she fires back at Kate about the importance of making hard choices to survive. She insists that Tully knows nothing about love and family because she doesn't have it in her life. It gets worse. Kate tells Tully and her loyal fans, "Your own mother didn't love you, and you'd sell your soul for fame." Tully's plan to humiliate her friend totally backfires, and she ends up storming off the stage. Ouch. Season 1 leaves out a lot of details from the novel, which means there are a lot of stories left for us. Don't forget that there isn't only one novel. The second novel's title is Fly Away, so you can be certain that the story of Kate and Tully is very far from over. Next, Season 1 reviews. Firefly Lane Season 1 has a bag of mixed reviews. The majority of reviews are positive, but others less so. What do you guys think? Do you love this show or not? And if so, why or why not? Leave your comments below. Fans of the show love the warm and comfy feel to this show. It's the kind of thing you want to watch after a long day at work. The clinking of wine glasses on set makes you want to grab a glass of your own and say cheers to Kate and Tully. Next, are there going to be more flashbacks in Season 2? Let's face it, you love flashbacks. That's one of the main reasons you are watching Firefly Lane, am I right? In the flashbacks, the characters wear great costumes of their specific era, that being the 1970s or 80s. Let's not forget the sparkly golden font and the gauzy soft lens used to make the flashbacks seem like you're going through an old photo album. It really feels like you're going there with them, doesn't it? Flashbacks are an important element in in the show, helping us understand why the characters are the way they are and why they make certain choices. Season 2 is going to dive deeper into Kate and Tully's pasts. Next, we have the cast of Season 2. Katherine Heigl is sure to return as your beloved character, famous talk show host Tully. Katherine is very excited about the second season, even answering fans' questions and giving some insight into what the show has in store. Heigl has this to say about Firefly Lane. I had been putting out there into the universe that these are the sort of stories I want to be telling. I can't go back and do 27 dresses again. I'm not 28. I'm 42. What does that look like in the romance world? By the time you get to 40, you understand that things can certainly go your way, but it's not without cost and not without sacrifice and failure and heartbreak and all the other stuff that goes along with life. Heigl truly relates to her character Tully. After receiving bad press after playing in Grey's Anatomy, it's wonderful to see this actress turn her life around and redeem herself in the eyes of us and the media. Our other main star, Chalke, is returning as Kate Malarkey. Kate is a woman who cares so much about her family that she has given up her career in journalism. This is what Chalke tells us about her time on the show. You so rarely see this incredible bond between two women on television. I love their authentic, flawed relationship, that it's not this glossy, everything is perfect. You see them really go at it and overcome huge things, but then there's this one thing that they can't. What is this one thing that they can't get over? Other cast members returning include Ali Scoveby as the younger Tully, Roan Curtis as the younger Kate, then Ben Lawson as Johnny Ryan, Beau Garrett is returning as Cloud, Yael Yurman as Mara, and Brandon J. McLaren as Travis. The ending of Season 1 has made it pretty clear that Johnny isn't gonna be back anytime soon, if ever. Everyone else is expected to return. The character who has died isn't revealed, but is one of these supporting characters. Which one do you think is the unfortunate soul? In my opinion, it's very clear. Getting blown up in a rock says it all. Next up, what is the plot of Season 2? Season 2 is going to explain what the deal is between these two besties. Because the show revolves around these two friends, you can expect that they're going to patch things up again early on in Season 2. A vague synopsis from Netflix states Katherine Heigl and Chalke will reprise their roles as lifelong best friends, facing the ultimate test of their friendship and the path to sustain the other relationships in their lives. Brandon J. McLaren hopes that his character Travis can sort this out with Kate. Travis is a father and a widower who has formed a romantic relationship with Kate. The problem is that Kate is still hung up over her ex-husband, Johnny Ryan. McLaren tells us this: Travis is such an interesting guy. He's the first character that I've played that's just the most earnest and genuinely nice character. He has no nefarious, ulterior motives or anything. So I would love to learn a little bit more about him and be able to explore him and Kate's relationship further because they're a cool match. I'm all for this. How about you? Next up, who is the showrunner of Season 2? It has been announced that Maggie Friedman is returning as the showrunner for the second season of Firefly Lane. Michael Spiller from Modern Family and Scrubs is set to direct Season 2. This is what showrunner Friedman has to say about Season 2. I knew that Tully and Kate were going to be estranged at the end of the season, but I didn't know how I was going to dramatize that. I knew we were working towards the signpost because I felt like a good cliffhanger for Season 1 is, oh my god, wait, these Firefly Lane girls forever are suddenly not? What happened? I wanted to leave the audience with some big questions. I think there are a lot more stories to tell if we're lucky enough to have a Season 2 of those girls going through high school and what that's like. They're only in 8th grade when we leave them. They'll have a lot of good teen years and fun 70s, growing up with the great music and the fashions and all of the cultural changes. I think it's just really interesting. I think the two actors have such great chemistry. I love that character and what he does for Tully is really unique and interesting, but I don't know. Let's hope this show gets more than 2 seasons. Last on our list, when is Season 2 coming out? Unfortunately for us, there isn't a set date yet for Season 2. Let's hope it will be announced soon. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment.